Okay, hi everyone. If this is your first time watching this channel, my name is Alex and my friend Summer and I are going to be spending about 20 days on the Florida Trail hiking the Swanee to Big Bend section. So we wanted to share our gear with folks who would be interested in learning more about what we're going to be carrying throughout those 20 days. So Summer and I have done separate gear videos. You might have already seen hers and are coming to mine, or you might be watching mine first, but we have some of the same gear, some different gear, so you might hear some repeats, but my pack is right behind me, and I'm just going to go through everything that I'm going to be carrying for about 20 days out on the Florida Trail. So I'll just start with the pack, and here it is. So this is the Gossamer Gear Gorilla. It's their 50-liter pack, and I really like it. There's a lot of external storage, which is really nice, and just for people watching to know, I packed my pack like I would be heading out, so it has everything in here as if I were to spend about 3 days on the trail right now. So I'll just start with everything that's on the outside of the pack. First down here we have my Coola Cloth. So this is an antimicrobial pee rag essentially, and it will just live on the outside of my pack. In one pocket on the left side I have my GoPro. This is a Hero 7 model, and I'll talk more about all the technology that I'm bringing when I pull my tech bag out of the pack. So I'll keep my camera in this pocket, and I also just have some rice cakes in a pocket that I will be eating, so those will live there until I eat them all. And then on this side, we've just got a bandana just to come in handy. Another great thing about this pack is that my trekking poles can clip right on the outside. So I've just got these Lucky, they're pretty standard model. They're aluminum, and I have these for walking, but also my tent is not freestanding, so I will be using those as kind of my tent support internally. So yeah, they're nice. They're really sturdy. And then also on the outside, in this cord, that Gossamer Gear sells this cord separately, and then you can put it on your pack, so I did for just extra storage. But I have my camp shoes. These are Tevas. They're super old, so I don't even know what model of Teva that they are, but they're really light and waterproof and pretty solid, so I'll be taking those as well, which will be good. And then in the bottom, in this meshy pocket, I will have my cook set. So the first part of that is just a spoon. It's just a Gossamer Gear wooden long handle spoon, which will be nice. And then on the very bottom, I have my pot here. So this is my pot. It's wrapped away right now, but it's a Toaks Titanium 750 milliliter pot. So that'll be good to have. It's got these handles you can see here. And then inside of the pot is my stove, and I also have a pot scraper that'll be used for cleaning. And my stove is right in here. So this is the Soto Windmaster. It's the 4-pronged model. They have a 4-prong and a 3-prong, and all the prongs just come out to make it really resistant against high winds. So that'll be nice to just have, and it's really sturdy. I've used it once and it's been really good, so we'll see how it lasts out on the trail. So that is my entire cook setup that I'll be using all 20 days. The last thing I have on the outside of my pack in this mesh pocket are just some really quick layers. So I have an orange beanie to wear to let hunters know that I'm in the area, which will be good to have. And then I also just have these Smart Wool liner gloves, just in case my hands get cold. So yeah, I can grab those really quickly. On the other side, in the other pockets, I'll be keeping 2 Smart Water bottles, and those will be my main source of water throughout the trip. The Gossamer Gear pack also has this zippy head kind of on the top, and I just have a couple of things in here. So let me grab those. The first is my pack out bag. I'm going to be adding toilet paper to this, but this is just my trowel that I'll be using. So that lives on the top for easy access. And then the second thing in here is my homemade first aid and repair kit. So I won't go through everything, but some things to note are that I have extra batteries for my headlamp, just like pain relief medication like Advil, ibuprofen. I have some gear aid tape. I'm adding Leukotape, which is like blister tape as well. And then I have Tiger Balm, which is like the same as Icy Hot for muscle pain relief. And then I counted out 20 B12 and 20 iron pills because I need those supplements. So I will be taking my supplements with me as well to stay fueled on the trail. So that's everything on the outside. As you can see, there's a ton of extra storage. Like I could attach more carabiners and things here. Oh, and speaking of carabiners, I actually do have one attached to the strap. This is my Garmin InReach Mini. So this is my GPS device so people can know I'm okay and alive. So that will live on the outside. It also has SOS, so I can dial that whenever I need, but hopefully I won't need to. Okay, so now going on the inside of the pack. There's even more space up here, like if I need it eventually. But the first thing up top, just for really quick, in case I need to grab it, is my rain jacket. I think this is the REI Torrid. I know it's like one of the just generic REI rain jackets. I believe it's the Torrid. But it's really comfortable. It has a lot of like zippers for ventilation. And I did get it a little bit oversized so that I would be able to layer. So that's my rain jacket. And then again, I did pack this pack like I would actually be going out. So I have everything I would hypothetically need to leave like right now. So this is my food bag. This is about 3 days of food in here. This is just a 20-liter dry bag. So I'll be using that. Also in there is 30 feet of paracord and another carabiner that will be used to bear hang our bags when we get to camp. So we do have a way to bear proof our food. Next thing that's right on top is this piece of Polycryo, like plastic, and I'll just be using it kind of as a like ground sheet in between my tent and the ground. So yeah, that's just right up top. And then next I have like a bag of Polycryo sitting in this backpack that Gossamer Gear sells in order to waterproof everything that's inside of that bag. So everything I'm about to pull out is right on top of that bag or inside the bag to just provide an extra layer of water resistance. So I've got my tent stakes. These are the groundhog stakes. They're super sturdy, which I like, and it's why I bought them. So my tent requires between like 10 and you can go up to 12 stakes, I think. So I'll be carrying a couple extra of the groundhog stakes, just good to have. And then also right on top, I've got my rain pants. These are also just like the REI standard rain pant. And yeah, they're also pretty warm, so I imagine I'll wear them when I need an extra layer on my legs. So these are just good to have for a variety of different reasons. And now, getting into some of the stuff I really don't want to get wet. So this is my electronics bag. It's just in a really small dry bag, and I'm going to go through all of my electronics at once, so that'll live there for now. And then next I've got some layers. So I get pretty cold at night, so I'm packing a couple of extra layers than maybe you normally would for a trail in Florida. So I am packing a puffy jacket. This is the Patagonia Nano Puff, I believe, and it's the quarter zip. So it just comes out of that like chest, it's a chest pocket essentially, and this is the full jacket. It is a men's version, but it fits me really well and it's really warm and really comfortable. So I'm gonna bring it, and if I don't need it, if it's too warm, I can send it home, but I'd rather start with it and see from there. And then next up I have my mid layer, which is just a fleece. So this is just the Melanzana fleece, like the standard Melanzana fleece. And everyone who has Melanzana says they love it, and I really love it. It keeps me really warm, gets the job done, and is pretty water resistant as well. And so next, lining like the back of my pack, that's just folded up, is my sleeping pad, and it looks really big, and it is pretty big. But it's just folded up and like pushed against the very back of my pack. And this inflates. It's the Big Agnes Ultra Core, I believe, and it's super comfortable. I haven't used it over an extended period of time yet, so I'm excited to test it out on the trail, but I've heard super good things about the sleeping pad, so I'm excited about that. And next, at the very bottom here is my tint. I'm so excited about this tint. I love it. It's so lightweight and small and really gets the job done. It's the Gossamer Gear, the one ultralight shelter, and again, it does use my trekking poles to set up, so that just minimizes the amount of things I have to carry on this trip. So super excited to have that. And here is my sleeping bag. It's in a compression sack, just a small Sea to Summit compression sack. Keeps it really, really nice and tight. It's the Big Agnes. It's their 15 degree, I think it's called the Daisy May model, but it's really warm. It fits me really well, and it like goes with the sleeping pad. So there's like cinches on the back to make sure the sleeping pad doesn't slide off of the bag, which is really nice. So I'm excited to try this. Again, it's 15 degrees, so I should be pretty warm for where we're going. So hopefully I don't get cold in the middle of the night. So that's my bag. And then the last couple of things down here are just like things that I won't need until the very end of the day. So in this dry bag, I just have a couple of my extra layers. So these are Smart Wool 250 base layer leggings, so they should keep me pretty warm. Merino wool is like known for being really great at keeping you warm, and I get really cold, so that'll be nice to have at night, but also like early in the morning. And then to go with that, I have the exact same thing but in a different color and a shirt. So yeah, again, 250 merino wool, Smart Wool brand, keep me warm. And they're pretty like water resistant as well. And then I also just have an extra pair of underwear. I'm using Ex Officio, super lightweight and waterproof. And then I have sleep socks that I'll keep separate. Like these will only be for sleeping. And these are just like standard REI Smart Wool socks as well. So those will stay in a dry bag to make sure they don't get wet at all. And then the last things in this bag are my pillow here, which is an inflatable pillow from Outdoor Vitals. Yeah, pretty standard. And then this came with my sleeping pad. You capture air in it and blow it up, and it inflates your sleeping pad. So that's what that is, and that's everything in my pack. You can see the liner here, it just like goes right in. But I also will go through what I'm carrying in my fanny pack and what I'll actually be wearing pretty much like 99% of the time we're out on the trip. Okay, so as far as my fanny pack goes, I'll be carrying this like every day, and so I just wanted to keep really quick essentials in here. So this is the Gossamer Gear Bumster, I think is the model. It's whatever the larger of the two fanny packs that Gossamer Gear sells is. That's what this one is. So in the back pocket here, I'll just be keeping some like cards, my wallet, yeah, just standard stuff. And then in the front, this is my water filter, so I'll be using this like every couple of hours, so I wanted it really easy access. It's the Sawyer Squeeze, just the normal model, not the mini. And I will also be taking a journal. I was going back and forth for a while, but this is just the like all-weather outdoor journal, so I can just write things in it. And to go along with that, I just have like a random pencil. It's not anything special. Also in here, I will be keeping pepper spray, just to have that. And I have some sunglasses. These are Gooders. They're like $15, and they're not anything special or prescribed or anything, just standard sunglasses. And I will also be keeping a mask in my fanny pack to just be able to grab that whenever I need. And the last thing in here is my headlamp. So this is the Black Diamond Spot headlamp, and I've had it for a couple of years, and it's pretty good. You can definitely find lighter headlamps that'll last longer, but this is reliable and what I have right now. So yeah, that's everything that's in this fanny pack. It's pretty big and fits a lot of things, so that'll be nice. And the last items of gear that I wanted to share are just the clothes that I'm going to be wearing pretty much day to day. So to start with my feet, I'm going to be wearing either and both or both of these, but I have Injinji toe liner socks. These are supposed to help with blisters, but they do wear out really quickly, so I can't decide if I want to wear them under my normal socks, which will be these Darn Toughs. that are super comfy and great, or if I just want to wear them normally. So I'm gonna bring them and see how my feet are doing in my shoes, and if I'm getting a lot of blisters, and what would work best for me with the liner socks. So that's what I'm gonna be bringing. We'll see what I wear when we actually get out there. And then for shoes, I have Ultras, Ultra Lone Peak 5s is the model. This is what a lot of people wear out on the trail, so I'm excited about them. They came highly recommended. So that's what's going to be on my feet. And then I will also be carrying just like a buff. This is from Gossamer Gear. Again, a lot of my gears from Gossamer Gear. Just a normal buff. It's good to have like on my neck or my head, whatever I need it for. For underwear, again, I'll just be wearing Ex Officio, which is super, super light and quick drying. And then a Patagonia Barely bra, which is really light and quick drying as well, which is important for Florida. And for my top, I have the exact same one of summer, so that's going to be fun. This is the REI Safari. It's long sleeved, but it's like dry fit and quick drying, and then you can roll the sleeves up. So that's nice and fun. It's a fun color. I got mine really oversized because I didn't want it to be tight at all. So yeah, just know that it's really oversized, and that's what works for me. And then the last thing that I'll be wearing are these shorts. These are just like the Patagonia Barely baggies, black with a paint stain that I've had for a while. And I'm just taking them out because I know that they work for me. And for my last like little bag, I have my technology, all of my like tech stuff. Oh, I did also forget to mention that in this fanny pack, I'll also be carrying a Swiss Army knife. So I will have like some sort of knife on me. And there's a couple of other attachments that come with the mini Swiss Army. Okay. So last little bag is the technology bag. So this just has all of my like cannot get wet tech stuff. And it's really pretty simple for charging. I'm just going to be using this Belkin. It's a 10,000 amp hour portable charger. So I'll have that. And then I have 3 cords that are right now just tangled for my phone, the iPhone. I have one for my Garmin, and then the GoPro charger, which also charges the Belkin. So I'll be carrying those cords with me. And the last thing, I will be carrying 2 extra GoPro batteries. I love the GoPro. Only problem is that it does have kind of a short battery life. So I will be carrying 2 extra batteries to be able to use it more often. So that's all for the tech. And I think that is officially all of my gear. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to follow our Instagram. It's also Walk Pretty Far, like the YouTube, for some more updates. And we'll be posting once we go out on the trail in a little over a day now. So again, thank you so much for watching and being part of this adventure. And yeah, stay tuned for some more videos about us actually being out on the trail soon.